Well, welcome to this upgrade series. This is part of a continuation of last year's upgrades. I will cover last year's upgrades and how they've performed, especially over the winter period. But today, put my teeth in. Today, I'm wanting to do a blanket box lid. We're looking at fitting some new windows, and the dimensions of the windows are going to push the bed very slightly this way by about 40 or 50 mil, reducing the size of this box. So this is going to be reduced by around about 50 mil. So last week we're down in the Forest of Dean, and then from the Forest of Dean we crossed over towards Bristol, just south of Bristol. We went to a place called Interesting Timbers. So we're in Somerset today at a place called Interesting Timbers. I first came here probably about 5 years ago to get the worktop, or to get the timber to make my worktop with. It's a fascinating place, and I can definitely recommend, if you're looking for that little bit of special timber, this is the place where you want to come. So Interesting Timbers, let's take a look around. So the timber yards that I normally frequent here are nothing like this whatsoever. As you can see, we've got timber here aging, we've got oak, we've got cherry, and we've got all sorts. I mean, every direction that you look, we've got timber stacked up, air drying. So if you're looking to create that coffee table or that dining table, this is the sort of workshop or timber yard where you're going to come. And there's so much choice, different thicknesses, different lengths. This looks a little bit like oak, I could be wrong. But there's so many, so much to choose from. But after about an hour and a half worth of discussing, we got it down to two pieces. I can show you these two pieces here. This one, which we liked, or this one. I think this is the one we're going for. So you can see it's quite a thickness. I think the grain on this, once it's actually lacquered and cleaned up, will be absolutely beautiful. I got this lovely piece of walnut. My intentions are now, over the next period of 3 or 4 days, is to get this down to size, because it's a little bit too thick. It's not going to be quite level as well. We're going to have to resin fill some of these points here, so I need to use some resin in these cracks. This one here, just to clean it all up and just get it ready for making into a box lid. Because obviously we've also got the cutout of the lid part, so it's in two parts. There's one part fixed and then one part as a lid. So yeah, that's my job. So I've come to one of my friends' workshops, and this is the job today. Well, this week. Well, let's get started. So we've put the resin in today to fill the cracks open at any shakes. Not perfect. Even though this is being filled, the crack's being filled, it seems to be seeping somewhere. So I don't know whether we're going to come in tomorrow morning and this chunk of timber is going to be stuck to this table. I don't know. Hopefully not. But tomorrow I'm hoping this resin has cured. And then we can take this is 40mm thick at the minute, so we're going to take that down to about 30mm. Now, you normally will allow about 10mm for the timber cupping, but if you look at that there, I think there's only a slight cup of maybe about 1mm there. So I'll set up a jig tomorrow, router this out, and yeah, get it down to around about 30mm for the top of the blanket box. We've tried some stain on this today. We've got some deep stain there, which I'm not really bothered about. Or we've got just natural clear stain, or clear lacquer should I say, and that's what we've got there, which looks very nice. I'm well pleased with that. So the job today, now the resin has gone off, we're going to take this slab of timber down to around about 30mm. It's currently at 40mm, but like I say, it's got a slight belly in there and a cupping on the other side. So by the time we take this down, I want it to be around about 30mm. So I'm going to have to devise a jig around it so we can use a router to go across this and hopefully make a good job of it. So made a little jig to take the twist out of the plank. So it's a little bit time consuming because we're using a router. I ain't got a plate this wide, so we've got to go back and forth with a router just to actually thicken the piece of timber up and to make it all nice and level. So it's taken 4 days to do the walnut, and I'm really pleased with it. Special thanks to Dan for obviously helping out, doing the lacquering and everything. He's done an absolutely fantastic job. So without further ado, let's have a look. So yes, I am really pleased with it. All the way from Interesting Timbers down near Bristol. You know, this solid piece of walnut has made a cracking job. I'm quite sure you'll agree. And 4 days, worth it. I really do feel that. More grades to do. So if you like things like this, next week I'll be on the outside, so I'll be doing 1 or 2 maintenance jobs on the outside, 1 or 2 other little bits as well. Stick around. If you like this, give us a thumbs up, and we'll catch you on the next adventure.